Another sign that winter is coming. This is the weekend we go off daylight savings time. You set your clock back 1 hour. Don't forget to do that Saturday night as you go to bed. Now, that means it will get lighter later in the morning. It also means that sunset happens an hour sooner, which it's always big fun when it's dark at 5 o'clock in the evening. I hate that.
I know.
I'm not a fan of that.
I know. Well, for people who work 9 to 5, you're leaving the house maybe in the 8 o'clock hour and it's just starting to get light, and you come home in the dark, and so you might be in the office the whole time there is sunlight.
Yeah, that is the worst time of the year for me. I mean, you literally feel like you're just living in darkness all the time. We're on our screen right now. You can see we're asking you for your opinion and we're doing this because the Ohio State House is actually working on a bill that would keep Ohio on daylight savings time year round. Are you for that or against that?
You know, I love when we fall back an hour and we gain that hour. But as we mentioned at the top of the show, I have little ones and they never fully adjust. It's always a hard adjustment for them. And I never realized that until I was a parent, that's where I start to dread the time change. Yeah. No matter which way you're going.
Well, this new bill would keep us on daylight savings time, which would, and there are proponents of the bill, and what they say is you use less energy because you're in bed during that extra time, and so we don't need to heat our houses for that extra hour. So you have sunlight coming in, which might help lower your heating bills a little bit. But also, this was fascinating to me. Do you know that robberies are down 7% when we're on daylight savings time?
No, I don't know.
I don't know how you would explain that.
Yeah.
But the robberies increased 7% once we have the time change. And I mentioned the fact that it saves energy. Yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
And traffic accidents are reduced, which kind of stands to reason. Once we switch the clocks back, we're all driving home in the dark. And obviously more accidents happen after sunset than during the daylight hours. Arizona stays on standard time year round. They never switch their clocks.
Yeah.
And you just get used to it, I guess.
Yeah. We'd have to ask them. Well, let's phone a friend in Arizona
My
and
mom
say,
lives there,
what do you think?
And she likes it.
But they have the heat and they have the sunlight all the time.
I know.
I think we're trying to cheat the dark and cheat the winter, no matter what.